Hello, amazing viewers. Welcome to MathsWonder. I'm truly grateful that you found your way to my video. I'm an international online maths tutor with over 17 years of experience and more than 13,000 hours of teaching students from grades 4 to 8 across the USA, Canada, Australia, and India. My passion is to make maths simple and enjoyable for everyone. In my videos, I cover each topic from the basics to advanced levels, breaking them down into easy-to-understand steps. I promise that by the end of this video, many of your doubts about this topic will be cleared. So I invite you to stay tuned, watch till the end, and embark on this wonderful journey of learning maths together. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more insightful lessons. Thank you for being here. Stay curious, keep learning, and let's make maths wonderful.
So quadrilaterals. What is quadrilaterals? Any idea?
Well, yeah.
So in this topic, we shall review the basic concept and some properties of quadrilateral that we have learned already earlier also, but we shall learn some more in details. Okay, what is quadrilateral? What are the definition? What are the elements? Right, everything. So a simple closed curve bounded by 4 segments is called a quadrilateral, because quadri means 4 and laterals means side. Okay, laterals means side. So a simple closed figure bounded by 4 line segment is called a quadrilateral. Quadrilateral is a polygon having 4 sides, right?
Yeah.
Etymologically, quad means 4, laterals mean side, as I already tell you. Now, suppose your figure is, you can draw any type of quadrilateral. Suppose this is your quadrilateral. P, Q, R, S. Very important to give naming. Now, in this, how many sides in this quadrilateral? We come across several such examples of quadrilaterals like the room floor. Your room floor is quadrilateral, right?
Yeah.
A paper sheet, the laptop, television, my whiteboard, all are the examples of the quadrilaterals, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So always we represented all the vertices in the capital letter, okay? And very important, the proper way of naming a quadrilateral is by writing the letters representing the vertices in the cyclic order. You can't write it like P, Q, R, S. No. Always write it in a cyclic order. I wrote it P, Q, R, S. Correct. If you want, you can write it P, Q, R, S. But always write it in a cyclic order. Not like that P is here, Q is here, R is here, S is here. No. Always go in a proper cyclic order. Okay. Quadrilateral MNPQRS cannot be naming like PRQS. No. When you put the naming in cyclic order, so you will write also in cyclic order. So this quadrilateral, we can write it PQRS like this, right? You can't be write it PRQS. No, it's a wrong way. Always write it in a cyclic order. Okay, cyclic manner. Now come to the so let PQRS is the 4 points in a plane such that this quadrilateral is shown here, right? Second, no 3 of them are collinear. No 3 of them. Suppose your points are 3 points are collinear, 1 is here. So it will not make it the quadrilateral. See, this will not make it quadrilateral. So always remember, no 3 of them are collinear. No 3 of them means 3 points should not be collinear. Okay. The second
Yeah.
is the line segment PQ, QR, RS, SP. Right? We have 4 line segments. Not
Yeah.
intersect except their end point. They will not intersect except their end point. This end point they will intersect, no other way to intersection. Okay. Now,
Yeah.
then the figure made up of the 4 lines segments is called a quadrilateral with the vertices of P, Q, R, S. I already told you vertex used for singular, vertices used for plural. Got it? So, the
Yeah.
definition is a figure is called a quadrilateral. A figure is called a quadrilateral which has four sides, as in figure P, Q, R, S.
Yeah.
Okay. So the 4 vertices of quadrilateral is P, Q, R, S. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, we'll understand the elements of a quadrilateral. Okay. Should I rub this? Have you written?
Yep.
Now write down the topic elements of quadrilateral. Elements of quadrilateral. First, vertices. How many vertices in this figure?
4.
4. Right? There are 4 vertices in a quadrilateral. Points P, Q, R and S are 4 vertices of quadrilateral P, Q, R, S. Correct. Second is very important. Sides. How many sides in this figure? How many sides? There are 4 sides in a quadrilateral, which is PQ, QR, RS and SP. Write it in a cyclic order. Okay. Now,
Yeah.
the third is angles. So, yes, side is PQ, QR, RS and PS. Now, angle is this. When 2 lines intersect, it will make an angle, right? How you will write
Yeah.
it, angles? So, there are 4 angles in a quadrilateral. Okay. So, because we have to represent P, so how you will write it? SPQ. SPQ, here is P in middle, so it's representing the angle P. Second is, we have to represent Q, so how you will write it? PQR. So it is representing, because I already told you the middle letter representing the angle always. So we need to represent Q, so you will write it like this in and very important, it should be cyclic manner. Now the third angle we have to represent R. So how you will write it? You can write it QRS. And the fourth is RSP. Now you can see we have covered all four angles in this naming manners, right? SPQ is representing P, PQR is representing Q, QRS is representing R, and RSP representing S angle. So total there are 4 angles in a quadrilateral. This are the 4 angles of quadrilateral PQRS. Okay. Now suppose, okay. Now the next is diagonals. 4. Diagonals. How many diagonals in this figure?
4.
There are 2 diagonals in the quadrilateral. They will not be use the adjacent side. Always use opposite angles for the diagonals. So we have 2 diagonals in every quadrilateral. Okay. So what are the naming of the diagonals? There are 2 diagonals in a quadrilateral. What are the naming? PR and QS. Write down. PR and QS. QS are the 2 diagonals of the quadrilateral PQRS. These are the very basic terms of quadrilateral. Everyone must know this before moving to the types of quadrilateral, areas, perimeter, whatever you have to find it. First you know this basic, very fundamental part of the quadrilateral. So now the first element of the quadrilateral is adjacent side or consecutive sides. What is this? 2 sides of a quadrilateral having a common end point are called the adjacent side. Now this is the common point. See this P. The P vertex is the common for which 2 sides? Tell me. PQ and PS. So these 2 sides are adjacent side. Got it? Suppose Q is the vertex. Q is the vertex. So which 2 sides are joining Q? QR and QP. So Q is common now in both the sides. So 2 sides of a quadrilateral having a common end point. Q is the common for both the sides. So these 2 sides are the adjacent side. Adjacent or consecutive. Like suppose, see, you can see in my board, this is the common for this side and this length and this breadth. So these 2 sides are the adjacent side. Same, this point is common for these 2 sides. So these 2 sides are the adjacent sides because this is common for both. Like that. Okay. So
Yeah.
write down the pair of the adjacent sides. Okay. So first pair is PQ and QR. Now you can see here Q is the common vertex for both the sides, right? So the definition is having a common end point are called the common end point, right? If 2 sides with the common end point, so we call it a adjacent side, and the other name of adjacent side is consecutive sides. So this is, we can make it 4 pair. So this is Q. Now you can take it R, suppose. Okay, R as a common. So QR and the other side is RS, right? Here R is common for both the side, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now the third vertex. Suppose we are taking S. So RS and SP. Okay, now S is the common endpoint. Now tell me the fourth one. Tell me the fourth common point. Common vertex.
The fourth common
Hmm.
vertex is gonna be
Hmm.
RP RP SP.
Yeah, SP. No, see, Q, R, S we have covered. Which is left?
Q.
Q we have already covered in the first. R covered.
P.
So tell me the P. P is common for which two lines?
So
Hmm.
P R RP and then
RP, how is it possible? How is it possible? This is diagonal. P is the common vertex for which two sides?
PQ and
Yes. Yes, PQ one side. Now other is where V should be there. P should be there.
so S
Right?
P.
SP and PQ. Right? Where P is common for both. P will make it only two sides, right? PS and PQ. So P is the common vertex. So this is the adjacent sides pair. There are four pair of adjacent sides. Two sides with common vertex. Simple definition. Two sides with common vertex.
Yeah.
Two sides with common vertex, we call it a adjacent sides. So the sixth element is opposite sides. Opposite sides means two sides of a quadrilateral are called opposite sides if they do not have any common vertex. If they do not have any common vertex. Which two? Now the first pair of the opposite sides are
The first year.
PQ and SR.
Yep.
PQ and SR.
Yep.
PQ and SR are the opposite sides. These two sides are opposite. Okay. Now the other pair of opposite sides are this one. Right? Opposite sides. So how you will write it? PQ and SR. The second pair is PS and QR. So we have only two pair of opposite sides. In every quadrilateral you can find the opposite sides. So what is the definition? If they do not have any common vertex. An adjacent definition is they have the common vertex, right? So when we find the common vertex, then we can make it the four pair of the adjacent side. When we don't have any common vertex, so only two pair of adjacent side, the opposite sides. So what is opposite side? For example, you can take my board example. These two are the opposite sides. These two are the opposite sides. So these are two pair of opposite side. Now the next is adjacent angle. What is adjacent angle? Adjacent angle is adjacent or consecutive. Okay, you can say it consecutive. Two angle with common arm.
Yeah.
Two angles with common arm or side. So how many pairs we can make it? Again we can make it 4 pair. Okay, 4 pairs. So
Yeah.
P, angle P and angle Q, which is the common side? PQ, right? So angle
Yep.
P and angle Q are the adjacent angles. Like this, my board, this corner and this corner. These two are adjacent because this is the common side in my board. Right?
Yeah.
The second pair, tell me the second. Q and R, can I write it?
Yep.
Because Q and R angle, what is the common side? QR. Right? Two
Yeah.
angles with common side. So QR is the common side. Now, can you tell me the third pair?
So you got Q,
P,
and then SP.
yes, SP. See, always take it the cyclic manner, okay? So PQ we have covered, QR we have covered, then RS is the next one
Yeah.
according to the cyclic, okay? Now the fourth one is, tell me the fourth one.
The fourth are gonna be SP.
Yeah, absolutely correct, okay? Yes. So adjacent means consecutive, and consecutive means, in simple word you can understand, it's a neighbor, neighboring angle. Now tell me, this P angle is neighbor with Q, right? One pair. And this P angle is neighbor with S. So it will make 2 pair, like see on the board,
Yeah.
right? So basically adjacent word is the mathematical word, okay? Consecutive is also mathematical word, but in simple language you can understand it's a neighboring part, we need to find it. So but adjacent angles we have to find it now. So we will find the neighboring angle. Suppose we have done in the last topic adjacent side. So we have find it there neighboring sides. So when we talking about side, then you will find the neighboring sides. When we are talking about the angles, you will find the neighboring angles. So P is the neighbor of Q, P is the neighbor of S. Same, Q is the neighbor of R, Q is the neighbor of P, like that. Accordingly, you can write it in your notes. So the next, last is eighth. Eighth element of the quadrilateral is opposite angles. So what is opposite angle? If they don't have common side. So two sides, two angles of a quadrilateral are called opposite sides, opposite angle if they don't have common side. We don't have common side. For example, the two angles of the quadrilateral which do not have a common sides are called opposite angles. How many pairs we can make it opposite angles? See, P. What is the opposite angle of P? What is the opposite angle of P?
That would be
Opposite angle.
So like
P.
opposite angle P is R.
R, yeah. And Q is opposite to?
Q is opposite to S.
Absolutely correct. So we can make it only 2 pair of opposite angle and 2 pair of opposite sides. So 2 pair of opposite angle is, suppose first pair is P and Q, right? And the other one is Q and S. So double line, single line represent the one pair, the double line pairing. So it's a second pair. So we can make it 2 opposite angles pair. Understood the concept? All the 8 elements. First we have covered vertices, second sides, third angles, fourth diagonals, fifth adjacent side, sixth opposite sides, seventh adjacent angles and then opposite angles. So total 8 elements we have covered. Now we will understand the type of quadrilaterals. Okay. So the next topic is interior and exterior of quadrilaterals. Okay. Now, how you will find it? A quadrilaterals divides the plane into 3 parts. Okay. A quadrilateral divides the plane into 3 parts. Which 3 parts? Inside, outside, and on the quadrilaterals. Total we have 3 parts. Now see the interior. What is interior? The part enclosed within the 4 sides of the quadrilateral is called the interior region, right? We call it a interior region. So what are the points in the interior region of the quadrilateral? What are the points? C, E and F. We have 3 points lies in the interior region of the quadrilaterals. Hence they are called the interior point. The second is the exterior. Second is the exterior. So what is the meaning of exterior? The part outside the boundary. Boundary is PQRS. The part outside the boundary of quadrilateral is called exterior region. So points, how many points in exterior region? A, B and G lie in the exterior region. Hence they are called exterior points. How many points outside the boundary? We have 3 points, A, B and G. So we can call it a exterior region, okay, because it's a outside the this. Now the third part of the quadrilateral is on the quadrilateral. On the quadrilateral or quadrilateral itself. You can write it anything. Quadrilateral itself. Or you can say that on the quadrilateral. Okay. On the quadrilateral. So how many points is on the quadrilateral?
There is
P,
one
P, Q,
P R S
H,
Q H D
R, I, S, B. Right? So they are on the quadrilateral. Always remember, a quadrilateral divides the plane into 3 parts. Inside, interior region, outside, the exterior region, and on the quadrilateral or quadrilateral itself. So total we have 3 regions in the quadrilateral. Okay, understood?
Yep.
So this is called the quadrilateral region, which is inside, outside. So a quadrilateral is a geometrical figure consisting of 4 line segment, right? 4 line segment enclosing a position of a plane. Enclosing the position of a plane. The portion of a plane enclosed by a quadrilateral is called a quadrilateral region. The boundary and the interior of the quadrilateral form a quadrilateral region or the quadrilateral part.
So what is?
Now this is the different topic, convex quadrilaterals. So we will understand convex and concave quadrilaterals. So first I am starting with the convex. What is convex? If each angle of a polygon is less than 180 degree, then it is called the convex. If, write down the definition, if each angle of a quadrilateral, if a quadrilateral is less than 180 degree. Now you can see in the diagram, in this figure, all the angles are 180 degree. What is one? We have already learned the types of angles, right? So 180, less than 180 means anything. Yes, so you can see here it's a 90 degree around. Okay, this is also 90, so it's less than 180. This is less than 180. This is less than 180, and this is less than 180. 180 means straight line. So no one is a straight line angle, right? So if each angle of a quadrilateral is less than 180, then it is called a convex quadrilateral. A quadrilateral in which the measure of each angle is less than 180 is a quadrilateral angle. And the point of intersection of diagonal of a convex quadrilateral lies inside the quadrilateral, that is convex quadrilateral. Okay.
Yeah.
So how you get what is this figure? What is this figure? What you give name? You can give the name PQRS is a convex quadrilateral. Convex quadrilateral. Okay, and in fact it is a convex. Yeah, so quadrilateral is enough. Okay.